everyone, my name is Elena and welcome to the Shuffle Squad. We are very happy to be recording this video and to share it with all of you. And today we are going to be looking at a very, I would say weird in the sense that it's not usual, let's say unusual type of deck that is very budget friendly, that is actually very aggressive, and that it features cards that we haven't seen in a while, so Snorlax and Cherrim to power them up. Now, I have a couple of things to tell you before we jump into the deck list. The first one is that, of course, if you enjoy this type of content and if you want to keep supporting us as a team, that you can, for instance, get your physical cards at Atlas Collectionables using our discount code, and then do the same thing for code cards here and code packs at PTCGO store. And you have all the information that you need in the description down below. Now, and just in case that someone is asking that, I am recording this video in Pokémon TCG Online. I know that it has already been announced that Pokémon Live is going to become a reality very soon, and that we won't have any longer the support from the new sets like Scarlet and Violet. They are not going to come to Pokémon Online. That I know, but I think that from the time being, we are going to keep recording videos in this server. But don't worry that eventually, probably next month or so, we will get into the new application. And now, having said that, let me show you the deck that is featured today and discuss together how good it is. Now, as I said before, the good thing about this deck is that it is very budget friendly, so I guess that you can literally buy it without spending too much. And it actually did pretty well in one of the latest regionals. It mainly revolves around Snorlax. This Snorlax that was first played in combination with Lost Box, because it has a really interesting ability that protects it from damage counters from Sableye, for instance, and then has a pretty good attack that deals 180 damage for just 3 colorless energies. If you combine it with, for instance, the double turbo energies or the twin energies, it means that the Snorlax would be ready to attack in just 1 turn. And this is huge because the idea is that the Snorlax is the perfect answer against V Pokemon, or can then, of course, hit just 2 times a V or any V Star or V Max Pokemon in the format and KO. So the idea of this deck is to promote a Snorlax every turn after turn, and attack, and hopefully win the prize race. Now, how are we going to be powering up Snorlax so that we meet the energy requirements? With another very unusual Pokemon, that it's Cherrim. This one is from Sealing Ring, I think. It's been a while since I tried Cherrim. I remember that I experimented with it and Regigigas when it first came out. Anyways, so Cherrim has an ability that lets us attach any number of grass type energies from our hand to any Pokemon in our bench that does not have a rule box, meaning that it cannot power up a V Max or a V Star or something of that sort. Also, note that in case that you are running any Radiant Pokemon in the deck, that also cannot be powered up by Cherrim. Not that we are going to use them to attack, but just to make it clear. So, the idea of this deck is really straightforward, and in fact, it does not have capability to deviate from that direction. You need to set up by turn to your Cherrims, ideally 2, just in case that one of them gets bosses ordered, and to power up Snorlax time after turn, time after time, and attack until you win. Another possible attacker that you might want to run here is Regigigas, because I know that it takes a lot to power it up, so 5 energies, so you will need like 1 double turbo energy or 1 twin energy, and then 3 copies of grass energy, but that is fine, because if you are going against VMAX Pokemon, it's really strong. It deals 300 damage, which escalates to 320 with a Choice Belt. Apart from that, we run Radiant Greninja to help us draw some cards and discard energies to the discard pile. Pyukumuku, because it's a very generic and easy to find drawing card. And this Snorlax that is from Vivid Voltage, it's rotating out now that I see it. Because of Gormandi's ability, it's the perfect Snorlax that we want to open up with, because it will help us with the setup. And then the rest is very much focused on recycling options like Klara, Training Court, and we also run one copy of Ordinary Rod. Now, if you're wondering why we are playing full copies of Serena, is because the advantage that this deck has, and the reason why it might be able to win against some of the meta decks, is the fact that the Snorlax wants to take down Luminions, wants to take down Eldigos, wants to take down, I don't know, things on the bench that are big Pokemon and that will give us 2 prizes. Now, and I want to be like completely transparent with you, we are going to be trying if this deck properly works or not, and to what extent it functions. But of course, don't think that this is like the best deck ever. I think that it is more funnier than effective, and the main con that I see from this deck is that it has a hard time setting up, and also it does not run any type of bench protection. So if your opponent is able to power up a Raikou or powers up a Greninja, then you are left without Cherrims and you are probably going to lose. It does not mean that this deck cannot be adjusted. You might want to, as I said, to maybe you want to incorporate to add one copy of Manaphy or add more energies. But anyways, this is the base that we are going to be playing together, the structure, and then of course you can personalize it as you consider. Without further ado, because I think that every deck is better, you will get a better sense of what the deck can do by playing it. Let's go into the ladder, let's find some games, and let's see what this Snorlax, this very iconic Pokemon, can do. Okay, so let's see the magic of Snorlax, and well, I'm not sure if that's the noun to describe what the Snorlax is able to do, but yeah, well, this is a budget-friendly type of deck. I think it's funnier than effective, if that makes sense, but we are going to try to play it nonetheless and see how far it can take us. Okay, so the hand is not really good, actually it's pretty bad. We are going to have to use Professor's Research and Juniper away our entire hand, and that's going to be basically it. And the problem is that we are not only going to be losing a Scoop Up Net and Escape Rope. Okay, so Marnie might be better. Do I want like to keep my resources? Okay, so I know this is very risky. I know that this is very risky, but we are here to play. But I want to maintain my resources. Okay, so that's great. That's exactly what I was wanting to see. So I think I'm going to, probably I won't need Professor's Research. So the Snorlax is here, that is nice. I'm going to use now this to retreat and to use Gourmandize. And that way at least we can set up. We were able to get the Cherubi, which is very nice. And then the hand, I mean, does not look amazing. So this is Arceus Duraludon, okay. Ooh, and he plays Lost City. That's a problem. He doesn't KO us. How cool is that? Okay, so I think that I need to go ahead and attach the energy here so that I don't miss it. And that I need to play Professor's Research because there is nothing else really that I can do with my hand. And we almost got the KO. We almost got the KO. If only we had gotten the how is it called? If only we had gotten the Choice Belt, we would have just won. But I think that it's fine. So let's attach this. I think that we are not going to risk anything and just attack, right? Because my opponent seems to be bricked. So yeah, let's go ahead and attack. I think we're fine with attacking. If now my opponent needs to draw something, okay, so I don't wake up, that's fine. I guess that in this type of deck, you're not expecting Snorlax to wake up at all. It's just that you attack with it, it dies, and it comes back, and well, you know the drill. You know the drill. And if my opponent doesn't draw anything, we have basically won. Okay, no, he draws something. He drew something, which is the Marnie. That is probably going to give him the possibility. I don't know why he attached the energy. Maybe because of he was hoping to draw the Hyper Potion. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine. So Arceus V-Star, it's now going to hit the field and is going to KO us. So that means that we will get to promote maybe Radiant Greninja or something. Lost City is a problem. Lost City is a problem because I know that I run a lot of different... I don't run a lot of recycling cards, and this is going to make it even more difficult. So I guess that all that we can do here at this stage is to promote Greninja, because that's one that retreats for just one energy, and maybe go for Serena and try to draw some cards, right? So yeah, let's promote Greninja and let's see. So I have double turbo energy, but the problem is that I cannot attach to anything. Even if I wanted to, there is no Pokemon that can benefit from me getting the twin energy attachment, unless, let me try something. Let's use this. Okay, so Klara is here, but what attacker do I have that can benefit from it? No one. Yep, because my Snorlax was lost zoned. So, okay, I'm not going to grab this. I think that I might use Pyukumuku just to see what I draw. I need to draw some cards. Okay, that's good. That's good, I imagine. I could attack with this Snorlax from Gormandize. So should I like play it all here? But still, like, it's a bit costly, right, to attack here. How much do I need to do? 100. I'm going to use concealed cards first. Let's see. Okay, so the rod is nice. I can at least get some cards, which is going to be okay. So let's get a Cherrim, but everything is going to depend on the Serena that we do. Everything is going to depend on the Serena. So I think that I need to use the Ordinary Rod to get some basic energies back into my deck. So yes, that looks fine. And then I don't want to lose. No, I want to discard this, please. I don't want to really lose the double twin energy. And it seems that I can attack. So if I really wanted to, I could put this in the active spot and attack. But the problem is that I won't be able to get rid of the Lost City, which is something that I really need to. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to discard this Serena, which is not ideal, but I think that's what I need to do, or I think that at least that's what needs to happen right now. I'm going to play the Ultra Energy here. I'm going to then promote Snorlax, and I'm going to attach these to Radiant Greninja to have a free... I can't. Okay, well, that's fine. Why? Because of the rule box. Okay, so I'm going just to pray him not having boss disorders. I'm just going to pray him not having boss disorders here. And me getting a training court. Okay, that is fine. That is fine. Now, we missed the attack, which is bad. Okay, don't hit boss disorders. Don't hit boss disorders. Don't hit boss disorders. Right hand. Okay. Right hand is actually of no use right now. So... Oh no, but he gets to use... I forgot that he still had to use the V-Star ability. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, that's definitely a problem. That's definitely a problem. Because he's going to go for boss disorders, he's going to KO that Snorlax, and if that happens, then I am left with only one Snorlax. No, terrible. That is just terrible. Like, can I play with only one Snorlax? Can I play with just one Snorlax? I don't think so. I don't think I can play with just one Snorlax. I mean, I'm going to try, but I don't know like how I am going to even draw into it. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah. That's terrible. And I don't even have like resources to search for it. Okay. So, yeah. I think that I'm going to skip this one just because even if I am able to do so, going over Duraludon is going to be very hard. And yeah, I'm going to skip this game. Maybe I should have played slightly different or better. And I know that this last play that I did was like an all-in or an all-in kind of movement, especially if he had the V-Star. I should have tried to set up something different or hold into the Snorlax in my hand, but it was very difficult for us to... The fact that he KO'd us twice and he lost on both of our attackers made it very, 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 very difficult. So, okay, let's see if this time we play against something that does not run these kind of stadiums. And we, okay, open with Zigzagoon, fine. So I guess that we will just play Level Ball, get our Cherubi and go from there. Not sure exactly what else is there to do. So yeah. So Cherubi, at least we have the Snorlax. There is not much that we left to do here. I wonder if I should attach this here, I feel, and then I'm going to pass the turn. I really would love to use Professor's Research next turn, but I don't feel that I can, especially considering the amount of other supporters and resources that I have in my hand. Let's see what we are playing against. Oh, please don't tell me that this is like some weird Within deck. Please don't tell me that this is Within. Okay, so single strike, very old school type of deck. And he Marnies me, which is probably what I was going to be doing anyways. So I think we should be fine. He can attack if he wants. And now I don't have many options. So yeah, that was definitely not something that I wanted to see. That is definitely not something that I wanted to see. So maybe I will need to Serena here. Let's see, what do I want to do here? I'm going to pick myself a Cherrim so that I can use it. And I think that since this cannot retreat, I will probably need to use the Scoop Up Net, but I don't want to get rid of the Twin Energy. So I'm just going to use Serena to draw some cards and hope for the best. Not really, like... how can... like... I don't know how to properly... and swear that I don't know how to properly set up with this deck. So I'm just going to pass the turn, that's it. I don't want to do anything else. If he wants to KO my Zigzagoon, okay, well, that's fine. Now the problem is that if he evolves and if he is able to use Hundur, then that's it. I am done because I will need to set up another one. Maybe instead of using Level Ball, I could have just discarded the Level Ball, but there was no way for me to get the Snorlax, the Gormandize one, to properly set up. So yeah, okay, so Hundum appears, that's fine, and I wonder if he has the VMAX Pokemon. No, so he's going to attack with Morpeko. Okay, well, fine. At least we will get to Marnie, and we will need at some point to set up another of those. Okay, fine. So we are already running behind. That's not good. That's not exactly what one wants to see. And I think I just need to... yes, I think that I need to Marnie. There is no use on getting those back into my deck, I would imagine. Okay. So. I'm going to discard one Choice Belt. I think I need here to get a Snorlax. Here. I'm going to use... well, I might have used Pyukumuku. I should have used Pyukumuku first. Okay, whatever. So now the problem I have is him hitting the V-Star. That's going to be a very problematic thing to happen, and I don't want to discard the turbo, the Twin Energy. So let's Gormandize and hope that he doesn't draw into anything. Okay, at least if things go according to the plan, I should be able to attack next turn. Okay, well, whatever. Like, this is like a single strike, old school deck, as I said. So this is already dealing some damage. So 30 times 20. So yeah, 30. Well, it doesn't KO us still. No, he got it. No. Yeah. Well, I imagine that it was expected. I imagine that this was expected. That's what it That's what I got for not setting up another one, but like literally sometimes the setup with this type of deck is so difficult. It's so difficult. I think that at this point I want to use Serena not Serena, sorry, so Klara, and try to get things again, try to set up properly. Now the problem that this has, of course, or the problem that we are going to have with this, I think that I probably use, I'm saying again, should I use Greninja, or maybe I can play this to use Greninja? I don't know. Yeah, let's draw some cards. Maybe let's draw some cards. Okay, so we already have some cards. I will attach these, I guess, and then let's Gorman dice. Now the problem is that I'm behind the price raised card. I might be able to start attacking with some of my Pokemon, but now this is definitely a problem. This is definitely a problem, and I don't know how I'm going to win this one. So the setup never happened, which is something that you need to be aware if you're playing this type of deck, because yeah, true that apparently you ran the Gormandize, Snorlax and all of that, but we had a really slow setup, which was not ideal. And then my opponent, and then also another issue that I have personally with this deck is that there is no way for you to find the Snorlax other than drawing into them. So yeah, what do we do? So that's the question. So what do we do here? I think that all that is left is for us to, well, I will set up, no, I don't think I need this anymore. So yeah, let's use Professor's Research. I know that I am getting rid of so many useful resources, but there is no middle ground here. There is no middle ground here. And by the way, where are my energies? Can I please get some energies? Where are the energies? Oh, okay, so let's get the Pyukumuku, and hopefully the Pyukumuku will give us an energy. There are still a lot of energies in the deck, but for some reason we are not drawing into them. So let's see if Pyukumuku can give at least... No, that's the energy that I didn't want to get. Okay, so we will need to discard it with Radiant Greninja in order to get something that we can attach, and we don't. Okay, so I think that at this point of the game, I don't have any options left, because I cannot attack with Greninja. I cannot... No, basically that's it. Like, I cannot attack with Greninja, I cannot attack with Snorlax. I've already discarded so many important resources, and yeah, Klara's are gone, so I don't think that I can get back to it. So this is very unfortunate and a sad moment for me, but I'm just going to concede the game. And well, 2 straight losses for us in this video. But also, I always try, I don't try to sugarcoat things. If there is a deck that for whatever reason is not properly able to set up, or that has more difficulties competing against meta decks, I will always tell you straight away. So my conclusions, my personal conclusions when it comes to Snorlax, is that if this is a deck that is able to draw well during the first turn and then keeps getting the resources that it needs, it's definitely good. It relies very much on the fact that your opponent is going to have 2 prizes, and that you will be able to lead or to somehow balance the price raised with Snorlax, and bossing Crobats and using bosses orders, well, Serena in this case, for Luminions and Eldagos and these kind of things. But of course, I think there are better options that are also very cheap and that are more effective in the current environment that we have. And I know that this has not been maybe the most the funniest video that we've ever recorded, I know, but we had the mission of trying out Snorlax, and that's what we did. So I hope that you enjoyed it. Please consider subscribing to the Shuffle Squad YouTube channel, and also liking this video because it also helps, and let me know in your comments if you think that the Snorlax is a play, if you have a different deck and that you want to share with me and with the other people watching, and we will see each other very soon. Oh, and by the way, remember that used to check the late night events, because we are having them this week and next one, and well, continuously, and you can win amazing prizes. So thanks for being here and have a nice rest of the day.
The Shuffle Squad is proudly sponsored by Atlas Collectibles, the best place to buy any trading card game product online. Visit atlastcg.com and at the checkout screen make sure to use code TSS12 to save an unbeatable 12% off your entire order. Atlas Collectibles will ship your product anywhere in the world, so make sure you're taking advantage of the 12% savings with TSS12. And if Pokemon is not your thing, don't worry. Go to atlastcg.com and see all the other amazing trading card game products they have there to offer.
The Shuffle Squad is partnered with PTCGO Store to provide our community with the best access to Pokemon TCG codes. They have codes available 24/7, instant email delivery, and you can save 5% off by using code TSS5. If you're a YouTube member or Patreon supporter, you'll have access to a special code that gets you 10% off. So what are you waiting for? Use code TSS5 today and save 5% on your next order of codes on any codes available at ptcgostore.com.
PokeXWord, the best place to get your fill of Pokemon-inspired puzzles. New puzzles are posted every day, and they recently launched a new Guess That Pokemon puzzle, which is a ton of fun to play. Go check them out at PokeXWord.com and be sure to follow them on Twitter for your chance to win a ton of PTCGO codes every month.
Check out the Late Night Series Season 6, brought to you by myself, Zach Lesage, and the Shuffle Squad. We're going to be running a bunch of sick events for the Pokemon community, and they start on August 30th. So one thing you might be noticing here is that there's an EU time and an NA time. We have one at 12 p.m. Eastern, which works out to about 5 p.m. in London, and then we have one at 7 p.m. Eastern, which should help out a lot of players on the West Coast play in this event. That being said, we still have a lot of cool things going on. Expect similar prizing that we've had for other Late Night Series events. Expect better staffing, expect better tournament experiences, and of course we do have a stream going up for this season as well, and I will be streaming the event on Twitch. That being said, we have the whole season up on the Play Limitless website. Late Night 51 all the way through 70 runs until we hit the Invitational on November 5th. So check that out, sign up today, and support Zach Lesage Events and the Shuffle Squad. See you there.